We've been driving all around South Tampa, and perhaps the worst flooding we've seen so far is right here between Inman and Henderson. It's about 2 blocks here, and the water is several feet high. Take a look.
Overnight, extreme weather creating havoc throughout Illinois. Garages completely torn down and streets destroyed. And at the suburban Chicago Music Festival, a horrifying scene. High wind and heavy hail uprooting a tent, collapsing over the crowd. 15 people taken to the hospital. 35-year-old Stephen Ninsick killed.
Look at the size of these things!
Golf ball-sized hail pelting Lake Michigan. Beachgoers fleeing the shore as the storm rolls in.
Oh my God!
We gotta get inside. And in Preston, Iowa, a damaging tornado hitting hard. People frantically searching for safety.
Oh man, let's get into the back room here.
Wow, look at that. An incredible view of the tornado destroying the ground below.
Oh my God.
Dramatic scenes in northern China as flash floods wash away a road. 3 vehicles were swept away here in Shaanxi province, but no casualties were reported. One of the most extreme rainstorms is wreaking havoc and proving deadly.
5 people have been confirmed dead in northwest China after floodwaters swept away 9 tourists in the province of Shaanxi. The other 4 remain missing.
The tragedy of the monsoons in full view. India receives nearly 80% of its annual rainfall from June to September, and this year at least 120 people have been killed in the past week alone. In neighboring Myanmar, the belt of heavy seasonal rains, augmented by Cyclone Coleman, has killed 46 people so far and affected more than 200,000. Dozens have also perished in Nepal and Vietnam following floods and landslides.
It was so calm at first, and then now it did it. It went crazy. The wind is so strong. You guys are the witnesses.
There's massive destruction all over Saipan. Trees are down. Over 100 power poles are down at this point in time. We've also heard that about 400 people have taken shelter in local schools all around Saipan. And so it is a minute-by-minute day of initial assessments.
The villain of Northern California is a massive, agile wildfire that refuses to be contained.
Conditions that we're seeing on this fire are unprecedented.
More than 5,000 homes are threatened by this fire, which has already destroyed 24 homes.
Get off the beach!
Some of Mexico's most pristine beaches have turned a shade of brownish green this summer. Gulfweed algae has been washing ashore along more than 100 miles of beachfront in the past weeks. Tourists in Cancun are doing their best to remain positive.
Four people, including a 7-year-old child, have been killed and one person is missing after heavy rain unleashed flash floods and mudslides in the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia.
Heavy rains, you see it there. Heavy rains are causing havoc in central and southern Chile, and its capital, Santiago, has been flooded. Classes have been suspended and residents are placing sandbags at the entrance of their homes. The capital is also suffering electrical shortages.
Start here with that shocking image out of Denver overnight. Look at the damage to this plane, which flew through a hailstorm and nearly didn't make it.
Yeah, that windshield is shattered. This morning we're hearing from the passengers they didn't think they were going to make it, and from the pilot himself on the air traffic control transmissions.
Fatalities from Typhoon Sodalor have climbed to 4 in Taiwan, with another 27 injured and 1 person missing. 2 million households in Taiwan have been left without electricity.
Close to 1 million people have been affected and more than 100 killed in floods in Myanmar as of Sunday, with many low-lying areas in the southwestern delta still inundated.
It was a waterlogged commute to start the weekend in parts of Utah. Heavy rain fell over the Wasatch Range and caused street flooding in Bountiful. On Saturday, severe storms rolled into Arizona, and as the sun went down, the storms blew up. They dropped plenty of rain and lit the sky with another beautiful but dangerous lightning display in Tucson. A little later Saturday evening, it was Nebraska's turn, and this storm dropped a large tornado in Elk Creek.
Tornado!
It was a big funnel, but luckily formed over fields and stayed out in the country. Sunday, we saw big storms in Lindsay, Nebraska. High winds tossed aluminum sheets around like paper. The storms also dropped torrential rain and hail upwards of golf ball size for a short time. In Missouri, they were watching cloud-crawling lightning bolts as storms passed through St. Louis. And a little farther east, the lightning was a real threat in Illinois. This strike in Bloomington was a classic flashbang bolt, hitting way too close for comfort.
We all love a long, hot summer, apart from when it's too long and too hot. Try asking the people of Vienna, struggling to keep cool after well over a week of temperatures topping 35 degrees Celsius. And it's not only human beings that are wilting in Austria. Dry conditions have ruined crops like the wine grapes in this vineyard.
More than 5,000 Russian emergency workers are battling wildfires in forests across Siberia. More than 1,000 square kilometers of woodland have been affected in 6 eastern regions.
It has been the worst summer in 30 years for farmers in some parts of Scotland, according to the NFU.
Yeah, the unions told Breakfast many of its members have seen crops failing. Some have been forced to bring their animals in from sodden fields 3 months earlier than planned.
We're dangerous!
我操！这大半夜的干什么？吓死了！我操，什么玩意儿爆炸的呀？都他妈震！放开！
New at 5:30, did a meteorite land in a Portland yard? Well, that's the question neighbors have after a yard caught fire during the Perseid meteor shower last night.
It was a very big noise, and it flashed through the windows, just lit up the house.
They asked us about cause, and at that time our neighbor Marnie, I believe it was then, said she saw it and it was a meteorite, and she had been out in her yard watching, and she saw it, a flash come across, heard the boom, and saw the fire here in our yard.
We begin with breaking news at 5. A massive sinkhole opens up on I-93 North in Concord, New Hampshire. Take a look from Skyfox. It's going to be hours before it's fixed.
We are continuing to follow breaking news right now in Seffner, where we've learned a sinkhole that killed a man in 2013 has reopened. Now, this has happened at 240 Faithway Drive, that's in Seffner. We're told that current sinkhole is estimated to be 17 feet wide and 20 feet deep.
Check this out, a blanket of spider webs covering plants and trees on the outskirts of Lezama, Buenos Aires province in Argentina has surprised the local residents there. Now, scientists say the rainfall prompted the spiders to seek out higher ground to build their webs.
We begin with flooding in New Jersey. This video taken in Scotch Plains on Route 22 looks more like a river than a major road. Witnesses in the area say several people had to be rescued from their cars.
More than 100 fires are burning uncontained across the West. The governor of Washington calls it an unprecedented cataclysm.
Charlie, heat and drought have combined to make this one of the worst fire seasons. And here in Washington state, more than 330,000 acres have burned so far this year.
Oj, 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 kolla, 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 kolla!
The state of Washington in the northwest of the United States is battling its largest wildfire on record. The flames have devoured more than 1,000 square kilometers of land so far, burning over 200 homes and now threatening another 12,000.
At this moment, Tropical Storm Erica is wreaking havoc on Dominica, and several people are missing.
Major flooding is impacting the small Caribbean island. At least 20 homes have been destroyed.
The storm is clocking in winds of 50 miles per hour. It's moving toward Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands.
Typhoon Goni, which has killed dozens in the Philippines, has passed through Russia and been downgraded now to a cyclone, although it's been a challenge for commuters in Vladivostok to get to work due to flooding.
recent days, 3 Category 4 hurricanes simultaneously swirled east of the international date line, a never-before-seen weather occurrence. Their names are Ignacio, Jimena, and Kilo.